So what did you miss at Jubilee today? Well, you missed our celebration of Thanksgiving. You missed a chancel decorated by mother and daughter, just full of harvest and homecoming. You missed a father and daughter providing us flute and voice and Bach. And it was wonderful. You missed bushels of apples, and you missed long involved handshakes and welcome and good to see yous and old friends and new friends, and we had some new friends today who had never been with us before. And last night at our community table, over 100 people came to dinner, and several more meals were sent home for those who couldn't join us that last night, or those who just want to take a little food home for the next day. And we still had a full turkey dinner to share with all of the youth at Eva's place. So there was a lot to celebrate today. There was a lot of joy and sense of abundance. And I use that word abundance because, well, we celebrated abundance today, even as we read the story of Job. And if you know the story of Job, it doesn't seem to be about abundance. It's about everything being taken away from him. And I recognize it very much as a fable or a fairy tale almost. It doesn't seem to be based on reality. It seems to be grounded in some bigger truths. And one of those truths is that Job comes to recognize that his abundance is not in his possessions, but in realizing that he's not the center of the universe. It's not all about him. His misery, it was not punishment for transgression, and there's a wonderful freedom that comes when you let go of this idea that it's all about you, that everything that happens is because of something you must have done wrong, or that God's out to get you, that God has twisted all of creation just to make it hard for you. Instead, Job comes to understand, comes to appreciate his abundance, is that he's part of creation. He's wonderfully, abundantly part of creation, and that is, he's part of all that is, this web of reality. Everything is part of who he is, and he is part of everything. Good and bad things happen in this grand reality, and we, all of us are connected to it all. Recognizing that, feeling that, knowing that in your bones, that's abundance. That's how you move to justice for everybody, when you recognize that injustice to one part of creation is injustice to you, to all of creation. That sense of abundance brought us ultimately to the table at the service, the communion table. As we came, we sang Dayenu. We sang 17 verses. Enough. But as we sang all of those verses and listened to the stories of God's gifts, God's presence going on, we celebrated the abundance that comes from realizing that we are not alone. We are connected to the past. We are part of the future, and we are abundantly present. We're not the center of the universe, but we are part of creation, and wonderfully, profoundly loved as part of all this creation. That was our Thanksgiving today. That's what we celebrated. And we missed you today. But as you go through Thanksgiving and into the next week, I hope that you will get a chance to recognize that you are part of this mysterious, often challenging, but also incredibly beautiful creation. You're not alone. None of us are. We are in this together. You, me, everybody, and God. And knowing that, believing that, living as if that's true abundance. That's Thanksgiving. Hope we get to see you soon. Until we do, God bless.